Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be replacing the drop links on a Citroen C4 Grand Picasso. This short bit of video was supposed to demonstrate the noise I was experiencing off-road to compare it to your own if you're experiencing it, but it wasn't bumpy enough to get anything noticeable for you to hear. So, the first thing you are going to want to do while the car is still on the ground is slightly slacken off the wheel nuts. Then you can jack the front of the car up. There is a small mark on the sill where the suitable jacking point for the vehicle is. And with it up in the air, you can then remove the rest of the wheel nuts and take the wheel off. Now this, I believe, is the offending article. This is a drop link. It is affixed at the top to the damper tube and at the bottom to an anti-roll bar. Before I start any work, I just do a quick check to make sure the parts I have bought are as similar as possible to the one I'm removing. Now these drop links are aftermarket ones. They do not all fit the way this one does. I will skip through these next couple of slides. All you need to know is you do need to undo this nut. In a few slides time there is a preferred method for undoing these nuts. And with that top nut removed, we can look at the lower securing nut, where I find out the preferred method for removing these. Hopefully you can see here I have got a spanner next to where the rubber bushing is on the drop link. They will generally all have two flats there. It is not like a hex bolt. There is just two flats that you can get a spanner on to hold the bolt still while you undo the nut. This is the preferred method over anything, whether it's an Allen key or a Torx bit as I have here, down the centre of the bolt. It's a much more secure method of holding it. And remember with the bolts, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, but that does swap around if you are looking at the nut from behind, which you actually are in this incident. So just take a second to think which way you want to turn it, depend on which way you're looking at the nut. Now this is the easiest method of taking the drop links out and fitting a replacement. You want to get another jack underneath the front wheel hub and just lift it slightly to take tension off the two bolts that you've removed the nuts from. That will allow the drop link to be pulled clear from the car. And again, while I've still got chance to return parts, if they're not quite right, I do another check to make sure it is the same as what I've removed. Now, you should be able just to slide the top bolt of the new drop link into the mounting hole on the damper shaft, and I would loosely put the nut on there too. So then while it is free hanging, if you have used the jack method, this should just now line up perfectly and slide in the anti-roll bar hole at the bottom. And while you are there, you may as well attach the nut securing the bottom of the drop link in place. And while I forgot to take photos, you will want to put a conventional spanner on the flats that are on the bolt, which is behind the bracket off the damper, a socket or another sort of spanner on the nut, and tighten that up at the top. And that really is job done. Just pop the wheel back on, drop the car down, pinch up the wheel nuts, and hopefully you should have no more knocking. So there we have it. This is a common failure. If you hear knocking and rumbling as you go over slightly uneven ground, chances are it is going to be a bush The drop links are a very common failure, so it would be something to look at, and they're fairly cheap too. Just as I did, don't buy the cheapest ones you can, because they may only last a few years. If this video was of any help to you, do please hit the like button, please subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Do take care everybody, stay safe, peace.